Celebrate the difference, celebrate the distance, celebrate the love. Celebrate this brand new, celebrate the difference, celebrate the distance, celebrate the love. Celebrate this brand new, celebrate the difference, we are the celebrate the distance, we are the way, celebrate the love. Celebrate this brand new, celebrate the difference, we are the way, celebrate the distance, we are the way, celebrate the love. Celebrate this brand new, celebrate the difference, we are the way, every day we are the celebrate love. We celebrate this brand new, celebrate the difference, celebrate every day we are the celebrate love. We bring love, celebrate this brand new way. We are the way, we are the way. Yes, we are. Way, we are the way. We are the way. We are the way. Way, we are the way. We are the way. We are the way. Way, we are the way. We are the way. We are the way.
Friends, this is Rebecca Pace from Cincinnati. So happy to see everybody. We're going to have fun this week.
Hi, everyone. Home is where I want to be. Pick me up and turn me round. I feel numb, born with a weak heart, so I guess I must be having fun. The less we say about it, the better. Make it up and
welcome to ZOOMSA.
Feet on the ground, head in the sky. It's okay, I know nothing's wrong, nothing. Oh,
hello from the Anderson family in Nebraska.
You got light in your eyes, and you're standing here beside me. I love the passing of time.
Hi, Musa. I'm Musa. We miss you.
Cover up and say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all from Atlanta. To Musa from Diane
And Roger.
Home
Hi.
is where I want to be, but I guess I'm already there. I come home, she lifted up her wings.
Hi, Musa people. Sure miss you, but look forward to seeing you virtually very soon.
Another, did I find you or you find me? There was a time before we were born, someone asked, this is where I'll be, where I'll be. Oh, we're drifting it out. Oh, singing to my mouth.
Hi!
Out of all those kinds of people, you've got a face with a view. I'm just an animal looking for a home. Share the same space for a minute or two. You'll love me till my heart stops. Love me till I'm dead. I said I'd always look for you. Cover up the blank spots, hit me on the head. Oh,
Hey MUSA campers, Julie Anderson here. I'm the chair of the Adult Programming Committee, and on behalf of all of the people who created this week's camp, I wanted to say welcome to ZOOMSA. Now, of course, we would rather be together in person instead of gathered around our computers, but we still think you're going to have a great week. We have over 100 events planned, and that's not even counting the Burt and Meyer programming that's sent to campers separately. We really wanted to offer a variety of activities at different times so they would fit people's interests and schedules. And speaking of schedules, every day you'll get an email with the day's links in it. And then you can always look for the latest and greatest links and information at musa.org/schedule. And if anything goes wrong, which it might, I don't think it will, but it might, we'll try to post announcements and updates in real time on Facebook so people can get that information right away. So, we hope you learn something this week, you connect with someone this week, try something new this week, because that's one of the great things about camp. And we'll see you on Zoom for ZOOMSA this week, and then hopefully we'll see you in person for MUSA next week.
Hey y'all, it's John Sandman, your finance treasurer from MUSA, or should I say ZOOMSA 2021. I want to welcome everybody and hope you have a great week. I want to thank all the planning committee that's done all the great work for this. Most of all, I'm thankful for the connections we'll be making again this week, both old and new friends. As you all know, we do have some expenses, so it's my annual plea to say, hey, if you got some time during the week, run out to the MUSA website and click on the donation page and make a small donation. It would help us tremendously, as we do have several $1,000s worth of expenses, and it will just help us make this year go a little smoother, so we'll be in good shape when we get back together in 2022 back in Missouri. I hope everybody has a great week and look forward to connecting with all of you. Take care. Bye.
Fire consumes and casts a bright light. May our chalice flame consume our regrets for the past, our fears about the future, and our worries about today. May it light for us a path of joy and peace.
That's so funny.
We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. Hate and greed and jealousy. We are working to be free. We can feed our every need. We can feed our every need. We can feed our every need. Start with love, that is the seed. We can feed our every need. Peace and freedom is our cry. Peace and freedom is our cry. Peace and freedom is our cry. Without these the world will die. Peace and freedom is our cry.
are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way. Feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are building a new way. Feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. Where do we come from? Where do we come from? What are we? 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 What are we? What are we? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? What are we? Where do we come from? What are we? Where do we come from? What are we? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Come from? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where come from? Where we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? What are we? 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 Where do we come from? Where are we? Where do we come from? Where are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we
Hi friends, my name is Misha Sanders and I am the Senior Minister at Northwest Unitarian Universalist Congregation in Sandy Springs, Georgia. And I am here on my rainy front porch just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, to share something with you that I hope will be fun and that you will get something out of. Now, usually, when you are watching a church service online or you are in one in person, what you hear people saying is things that they are reading from a script. And what that means is that they have written out ahead of time what they're going to say. That's usually how we do it in Unitarian Universalism, but not always. It's how I feel most comfortable doing it because I feel like I mess up a lot less when I have written it out ahead of time. But today I'm taking a big chance and I'm not doing that. I'm just talking to you. And so it won't be quite as smooth as if I had written it out. The reason I'm doing that is because our theme for today's worship service has to do with not exactly knowing what's coming next and going on anyway with curiosity and with openness to whatever happens. And we can sometimes make spectacular things out of it. Now, I was inspired to talk to you all today by a story called The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. It's a storybook that maybe some of you have or have heard or had read to you or have read to others. And it is about a young person who was in school during an art class, and she didn't feel very artistic. Or they didn't. It doesn't matter what, if they were a they or a he or a she. We all feel that way sometimes, don't we? Not very creative. Maybe the kid next to you says they're a very good artist and you're a little bit shy about letting them see your own art because you're not sure if you're a good artist or not. Or maybe you think for sure you're not a good artist, right? Well, that's what was happening to the young person in this story. They were given a blank piece of paper and some markers or crayons, maybe paints, and told just make something, any kind of art, whatever you want. Oh my goodness, they didn't even know where to start. They didn't feel like they had an artistic bone in their body, so they just sat there until the teacher came by and encouraged them to do something, and still they didn't do anything, and still they sat there. And finally the teacher came by with a marker and did this in the middle of their paper. That's it. Just made a dot. Can you see that? That little pink dot right there? And told this young person, go from there. Think about that dot, look at the dot, and see what it inspires you, and create something using the dot as inspiration. Well, that child thought that seemed ridiculous, but didn't want the teacher coming back over to ask why they didn't do anything with the dot. And so they began drawing. You can't see that very clearly, can you? That's what happens when you do things impromptu. Can you see it now? It's a flower. They made a flower. Or perhaps they thought that dot looked like the eye of a kitten. Maybe they drew a kitten around it. I wonder what you would draw around a pink dot in the middle of your paper. I just decided to draw a flower because it's the first thing I thought of that would be quick and easy for me to draw. And so that began an amazing journey of dot art for this particular student. And by the end of the book, they were making art that began with dots, and some of the art just was nothing but dots. Some of it was just inspired by dots, and other elements were involved. By the end of the story, they had a whole gallery of dot art because of the inspiration to just go with what happens in the moment and what your own inspiration and your own creativity is telling you to do. And I think that maybe this past year and a half while we've all kind of been stuck inside and we haven't known for sure what happens next? I wonder if you can think of ways that your creativity has surprised you, or the creativity of someone else has surprised you. I know that I have been surprised by the creativity of how interesting worship can be through Zoom or through YouTube or whatever online platform that we are using. I've been amazed by that and really, really encouraged and inspired that as we get back to the kind of life that we had before, perhaps we can do it a little more creatively and with a little more of that spirit of, I'm not sure what comes next, but let's go with this and see what amazing things we can make. I wonder if sometimes during Zoom school, if you have had to endure that, you have had those moments of, I don't know exactly how to do this kind of class online, but here goes, let's see. And then by the end of it, something creative and wonderful has happened that maybe would not have happened if you were sitting in a classroom. I think it's exciting, the possibilities of who we can grow into being when unexpected things take us off of the course, the path that we thought we were going to be on, and take us somewhere completely new. It's exciting, isn't it? We are such creative human beings, especially we as Unitarian Universalists who know that everything in the world changes except perhaps our commitment to loving each other and staying with each other through the changes. We know that change is beautiful, that diversity of experience makes us strong. And what I hope is that you will let your inner artist play. It doesn't matter if my flower isn't nearly as pretty as the real flowers right outside this porch. It doesn't matter if I don't think that I am nearly as artistic as you are. It doesn't matter, because it is all beautiful and it is all an amazing expression of our humanity. And I hope that you will play this week in this wonderful, amazing camp that our producers have put together for us, because that's what it's for. It's a part of what it's for, is for you to play and to experience and express your creativity. I love you. Have fun this week. Bye-bye.
It's been a long, hard night, and I've been waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new day dawning. I've been looking for the sunshine, 'cause I ain't seen it for so long. Everything's gonna work out fine. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. 'Cause I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Oh, and everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna work out fine. It's gonna be okay. It's been a long, long time since I've known the taste of freedom. those clinging vines that had me bound. Well, I don't need 'em. I don't need 'em. I've been like a captured eagle. You know, an eagle's born to fly. Now that I've won my freedom, like an eagle, I'm eager for the sky. And I can see the light of a clear blue morning. And I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna work out fine. It's gonna be okay. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna work out fine. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna work out. Everything's gonna be alright. Like an eagle I can fly. It's gonna be Everything's gonna work out fine. It's gonna be okay.
Don't look behind, don't look ahead. All you have to do, my friend, is listen to your heart and take the next step. Don't look behind, don't look ahead. All you have to do, my friend, is listen to your heart and take the next step. Don't look behind, don't look ahead. All you have to do, my friend, is listen to your heart and take the next step. Just one more step. Just one more step. Just one more step. Just one more step. Don't look behind. Don't look ahead. All you have to do, my friend, is listen to your heart and take the next step. Don't look behind. Don't look ahead. All you have to do, my friend, is listen to your heart and take the next step. Listen to your heart and take the next step. Listen to your heart and take the next step.
Will you join me now in a time of prayerfulness, or using whatever language for prayer that is meaningful to you? Spirit of life and of love and of laughter, Holy Muse, who inspires our creativity, sometimes out of necessity and sometimes just for the sheer fun of it. We are grateful people. Thank you. Bless us this week with peace in our souls, whether we know where we're going and what we're doing or not. Bless us as we play and laugh and learn and cry together. Bless us as we rest and renew our tired spirits together. And because some of us have come here recovering from deep hurts that we did not see coming, bless us as we simply love each other through it, not trying to provide easy answers, avoiding empty promises that it will all be okay, or that tired old notion that everything happens for a reason. Bless us as together we do the holy work of creating some semblance of meaning where there is none, and sometimes being the ones who make a way when there is no way. May we truly be the ones we've been waiting for, as the poet June Jordan reminded us that we already are. May we know deep in our bones that we are inextricably linked to one another and to the creative force that courses through our precious blood. In all the names of the source of joyful creation, we pray. Amen.
Because every day with my grandfather was extraordinary, this was just an ordinary day. My grandfather was the best pal in my life every day of the first 14 years of my life. He walked me to school every single morning I had school. He met me each afternoon right across the street from that school when I was done, across from the giant city gravel playground. He was in a lawn which he had turned by hand into a garden of colors and vegetables on which eyes and mouths would feast themselves full. For that, he was a hero to me and a magician. And because he took such joy in doing all of this without permission of the local government which had claimed to own the land, he appeared to me to be as big, as mighty, as rebellious, and as carefree as a mountain. I helped with the carrots, and he helped with all of my homework. Every afternoon he would walk me home. And the next morning, my grandfather woke me with this very same tune, which seemed to feel hilarious, even though I was not a morning type of kid. I can't get him up, I can't get him up, I can't get him up in the morning. I can't get him up, I can't get him up, I can't get him up in the morning. Louder and louder and louder until I either got out of bed freely or suffered the wrath of the dispatched, loud, singing, pokey-fingered tickle monster who, come to think of it, looked exactly like my grandfather. This ordinary day, in a summer when I was 6, we waited until my mother and grandmother left the house and we cranked up the tools to make our usual breakfast for our 6-year-old and his grandfather, black coffee and flattened, buttered, fried bread slices. For years, I believed I had invented this dish until I heard someone explain exactly what toast was. This ordinary day in my 6-year-old life, we walked toward the tiny center of town with the 10 or so shops in the entire neighborhood. He brought from the market a covered styrofoam cup. He placed it in my hand. He didn't tell me what was inside. And we walked to the cup all the way down to where our neighborhood met the Middle Branch River. I held it. The styrofoam cup. I held it myself, suspecting candy, praying. Candy. The Miracle Mountain Man, my grandfather, walked ahead of me and strongly asked for my courage to follow him onto the footbridge and pier that extended into the water, though that was way past my comfort zone. This was the day's adventure. When I had inched close enough, he opened the cup right in my hands. He plucked out of clumps of dirt a worm bigger than I had ever seen, and he told me that today we would learn to fish. I was afraid of bridges of any kind. Dirt, let's just say my one Little League baseball sports recognition was for cleanest uniform. Worms, no. and I didn't swim. I was 50 ways terrified. But he held that worm in both our sights a little closer than I would have liked, and he told me that this worm will be the reason that we eat today. And the reason we live, that this worm connects me with the fish and myself and the water and the dirt that surrounds us all and from which we are all made. The stars are made of this stuff too. You and I might as well be stars, he tells me. Did you know that? For a moment I forgot I was afraid of bridges and water. I forgot I didn't like mud or worms. I concentrated on this idea of me, the star, hanging around with my grandfather, the mountain, and his eyes still on mine. He lifts the long worm casually into his 2 fingers and without a blink places the worm into his mouth and eats it. To which I respond, "Gross!" while he laughed what sounded like a satisfying laugh, though I was not amused. And then, once my nerves had returned and I had time to remember to breathe again, my whole self had come back, no longer pretending to be courageous or unafraid in the places that it wasn't. He said again that this worm will be the reason that we eat. And this worm connects us to the fish and ourselves and the water and the dirt which surrounds us and from which we are made. He reminds me that the stars are made of this stuff too, and that we might as well be stars. Did you know that? From that night and for a very long time, I've not ever really tried to avoid the edge of water, but I still get a little nervous. I don't think of much of me, the star, or him, the mountain man, though we were, and so are you. Did you know that? I realize now, the world needs more loud, singing, pokey-fingered tickle monsters to help companion us away from letting fears take the lead in our lives, to stay beside us through the everyday rituals and extraordinary surprise adventures until we are laughing tears of joy to the river, reminding the tears themselves that they are made of the ocean and the ocean is made of them, to ask the tears if anyone had ever stopped to tell them that they were the creators of life. Did they know that? Sometimes the worms are as close as the space between us. If we keep inching forward. And so then, our understanding, joy, and delight.
My life flows on in endless song above its lamentation. I hear the reel, the far-off hymn that heals a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest round me rolls, I know the truth it liveth. What though the darkness round me close, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to the rock I'm clinging. Since love prevails in heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? Tyrants tremble as they turn the bells of freedom ring. When friends rejoice for foreign news, how can I keep from singing? To breeze and sand and dungeons our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing? My life flows on in endless song of its lamentation. I hear the breathe of far off him that hears a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing?
We extinguished our chalice, but our virtual campfires are just beginning to crackle. We extinguished our chalice, but there are still so many s'mores to be toasted. We extinguished our chalice, but the twinkle of fireflies at sunset still awaits to delight us. We extinguish our chalice, but not the spark of our own imaginations and creativity. We extinguish our chalice, but not the source of light that illuminates maybe just this step and the next, and then the one that comes after that. We extinguish our chalice, but never the fire of our deep commitment to one another and to this saving faith.
Sunshine down on me, sunshine down on me, sunshine down on me today. Oh, sun, come shine down. Sunshine down on me, oh, sunshine down on me, and joy, joy will fill my soul, fill my soul. 'Cause I don't know what tomorrow holds, and I will not live in fear. I just want to be right here, notice what is dear. Rain pour down on me, rain pour down on me, rain pour down on me today. Oh, rain come pour down, rain pour down on me, oh, rain pour down on me, and joy, joy will fill my soul, fill my soul. 'Cause I don't know what tomorrow holds, and I will not live in fear. I just want to be right here, notice what is dear. Sunshine down on me, sunshine down on me, sunshine down on me today. Oh, sun, come shine down, sunshine down on me, oh, sunshine down on me, and joy, joy will fill, and joy, joy will fill, and joy, joy